Abernathy and Clark's innovation model. This is a framework founded on the concept of resilience, which is a given capacity of innovation to influence the established systems of production and marketing. The application of this concept put forth categorizes innovation into four types. The framework recognizes that innovation is not a unified phenomenon. Some innovation destroy, and make obsolete existing competence. Others refine and improve. Furthermore, the effects of innovation production systems may be quite different from the effects on linkage to customers and markets. According to the model, the implication of the technological innovation may influence a variety of economic actors in different ways, and it is this variety that gives rise to different views of the significance of changes in technology. Now, before I go on to relate this model to competitive advantage for sustainability in the marketplace, I would like to further extend the claim that the implication of technological innovation may not only influence a variety of economic actors in many different ways, but also the underlying economic system itself. This is a case when a radical technology emerges, such as those under the architectural innovation quadrant. Architectural innovation is defined by a new type of technology that departs from the traditional system of production and creates new connections with markets and users. It is often associated with the creation of new industries as well as the reformation of old ones. Innovation of this sort defines the fundamental configuration of a product or service and develops framework for which competition will occur in progress. Radical innovation from 21st century, such as artificial intelligence and CRISPR technology, are likely to belong to this category. When genetic engineering and artificial intelligence reveal their full potential, it is unlikely that we will be able to predict what exactly is going to happen. However, by its nature, experts believe that its significance could be as destructive and revolutionary as the Industrial Revolution. The concept of democracy, free markets, and even humanity could ultimately become obsolete in the future. To demonstrate this reasoning, we can only extrapolate historical data. In the case of Industrial Revolution, many radical innovations were introduced, such as steam engines, railroads, telegraph, and electricity. In a similar manner, these technologies created unheard of problems, as well as unprecedented opportunities. But as the 20th century proved, you can use these very same tools to create fascist societies, communist dictatorship, and liberal democracies. If we look closely at the environment which enabled the development of communism, this new political and economic system necessitated the concentration of information and resources into one central hub. Therefore, its full development required the further advancing productive technologies that would collect and distribute information across vast distances. It comes to no surprise that when Lenin once asked to define communism in a single sentence, he said, "Communism is the power to work with councils, plus electrification of the whole country," which means there can be no communism without electricity, without railroads, and radio. Therefore, the radical innovation of the 21st century are likely to spawn new developments and new ideologies such as how we organize ourselves and introduce new values and norms. Nonetheless, in the context of more intense global times, Abernathy and Clark advance a very important question regarding innovation's role in shaping the competitive environment. According to the following diagram, the focus is not on the process of innovation itself, but rather on the aspects of the industry's environment that restrict and stimulate technical advancement. Therefore, in that respect, it is viewed as a sequence of activities involving the acquisition, transfer, and utilization of information. According to the model, architectural innovation is remodeled with regular innovation, hence the arrow. This transition is often associated with the emergence of dominant design and product or service and further refining. The focus of innovation shifts towards meeting emerging needs with new concepts by improving and strengthening the dominant design and its appeal to the market. The transition is thus not a move from one well-defined state to another. It is more like a charting a new path through an emerging environment. One of these emerging environments might stem from the immediate concern that the emerging economies are very close to adopting a resource-intensive lifestyle from the West and existing climate instability. Therefore, there is an emergent need for sustainable growth for companies to achieve long-term success and ensure the long-term viability of the economic system. The proponents of this belief understand that the cost of environmental harm of products and services should be included in the financial bottom line. The inherent nature of business to innovate as a means to compete will find solutions to reduce these costs and create value that support the growth of an economic system fueled by environmental friendly modes of production. Regular innovation can have a significant effect on production characteristics, thus can serve to strengthen and entrench not only competence in production, but linkage to customers and markets. It is important to note that these effects tend to take place over a significant period of time. They require an organizational environment and managerial skills to support the dogged pursuit of improvements. No matter how minor, the effects of a given regular innovation on competition are thus of less concern than the cumulative effects of a whole series of change. A firm gains a competitive advantage when it achieves a position in one of these featured dimensions, or a combination of them, that is both valued by customers and superior to its competitors. Competitive positions are awards to firms that lead in the following variety of dimensions: cost, performance, reliability, ease of use, aesthetic appearance, and image, such as the case with sustainability. Revolutionary innovation. Innovation that disrupts and renders established technological and production competence absolutely, yet is applied to existing markets and customers, is the fourth category of revolutionary innovation. Benefits of doing so can result in higher revenues, decreased costs, fewer risks, and reduced lending rates from banks. In the case of sustainability, this area of the contract refers to initiatives that are deemed eco-efficient. However, the most significant advantage of incorporating sustainability in business practices is observed in the positive relationship established that these organizations have with their stakeholders. Organizations have realized that the perceived credibility and legitimacy can be easily undermined if management undermines CSR in their business practices. This aspect touches on the niche creation of her products and enriching one's brand image that reflects an environmental friendly policies for greater appeal of its product or services over its competitors. It is characterized by the opening of new market opportunities through the use of existing technology to forge new market linkage, and central to the kind of innovation we have labeled niche creation. In the case of plastic, this technology heavily revolutionized the way we produce, manufacture goods, store, and transport them. Evidently, its implication would not only create new opportunities but threats as well. Its most prominent threat is the environmental health of the planet, since the dominant design is petroleum-based. Bioplastics have been around for decades, but it has never reached significant market share since it was never price competitive to petroleum-based plastic. However, due to the growing scarcity and volatile prices of petroleum, along with maturing environmental conscious markets and stricter legislation, the need for biodegradable plastic is expanding, and thus taking away sales from the initial dominant design. As for the threat of plastic existing in the environmental today, this has fueled the opportunity for industry to recycle and collect such plastics and propel the innovation towards finding greater efficiencies to do so. Some performance technology advances include the use of more sophisticated robots, sensors, and the use of AI technology to further differentiate plastics to ultimately sort them to be reused in the future. In the case of market niche being created, there is a precious plastic movement, which uses basic existing technology to produce local recycling facilities across the world to create artisanal recycled goods. As a result, we see that sustainability is merely a variance of dominant design for the time being, before a radical innovation is introduced. Therefore, it is imperative that we address the emergent need for saving the planet and efficiently using our resources to allow the growing demand of developing countries to live a standard of living similar to developed countries. Thank you.